Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, hope everybody's doing well. We'll say my anxiety is a little high this morning, so it's a little tough taking my little one to school. We'll see if I can make it home okay. Did take a couple days off. Had some things going on, but most importantly, just wanted to kind of sit back and see how everything progressed after the election was completed. A lot of people are upset. One thing I have seen is a lot of people have become very anxious. Those of us who already fight depression and anxiety, it's only a lot of people have only experienced worse cases of it now, which I understand. I understand that. I can understand why people are a little scared right now. Change is always hard. But I do have a couple things to say. Hopefully can help everybody out. First off, I did want to say that I respect everybody's right to protest. That's what's made this country great, is that we are able to do that. We are able to freely voice our opinion, which is great. If you disagree with something, feel free to do that. However, one thing that I will say with these protests, and I know it's typically, this is usually the case with a lot of things. There's a handful of people who take these protests as an opportunity to be destructive, loot, steal. There have been a couple shootings. I saw a video of a guy who was getting jumped in the middle of the road, reportedly because he supported Trump. We don't know what was said before, or whether that was actually the case. But either way, it's unacceptable. Also, stuff being set on fire. That's not going to create progress. All that will do is create a greater divide, and it tarnishes. It really puts a tarnish on these protests, because the protests could serve a great purpose. Again, it's voicing the opinion. It's about getting your voice heard, and you got to keep in mind, the media is there for attention. They drive by numbers, and they're going to report what's going to generate ratings. And typically that's the negativity that occurs during these protests. So although the protests are being televised, the majority of the attention is going to be placed on the negative acts that are associated with these protests, unfortunately. Again, it's a handful of people. So first things first, we cannot lump all of the protesters with these handful of people and say they're all bad people. That's not the case. They're doing what any good American would do, and that's voice their opinion. And everybody, we should be okay with that. But again, stuff like those handful of people are doing, they're just creating a greater divide than what we already have as a country. And that's not going to generate progress. Unfortunately, I'm not saying we don't protest. I'm not saying that at all. The election has been completed, and the best thing to do, honestly, is come together as people and take what we've been given and move forward. One of those ways, honestly, that I've discussed with some people already, and they've already started, is research your local legislature. See what types of bills are being pushed through locally for you, and contact your local legislation and make your voice heard. That's honestly one of the best ways. I've done it before to help save my job several years ago, and it actually worked out. So they do listen in that case. From personal experience, I know they listen. So that may be something you want to look into. Definitely make your voice heard, but be proactive about it and don't be destructive. That's not okay. The places that are being burned down, you don't know who they voted for. Whoever owns that property, you don't know who they voted for, or if they voted. They could very well be innocent people. Like I said all along, there's a lot of turmoil going on right now, and being a parent, it's very stressful. It does have my anxiety rolling, because it's hard to tell what kind of country I'm going to be raising my child in going forward, with the way things are going. And it is a scary thought, but at the same time, like I said, you have to have faith. Have faith in yourself. That's something that they can never take away from you. Come together and have faith in others. The only thing that keeps us divided is ourselves. I've started this page to get people together that have similar anxieties and depression, that have to battle that. So we must come together as people in the same fashion to help heal each other. Have faith in whatever religion that you believe in. Like I said, I'm Christian. I'm not going to force my religion on anyone. That's just not me at all. So I will say, just whoever you believe in, just have faith in them. Have faith that, in my case, have faith that God is going to make everything okay. Everything's going to be okay. We can't further, we just can't further be so divisive of ourselves. It's humankind. We all have to live here. Every day there's going to be things that we like or don't like, but we, just like we do with depression and anxiety, we have to take every obstacle and just hit it head on and fight it and grow from it and look forward. One of the worst things you can do with anxiety and depression is the past. That's typically what really drags us down, is stuff like that has occurred previously. I know that's what gets my anxiety going, but we just got to keep pushing forward and have faith. Everything's going to be okay. Everything will be okay. I do believe that what's going on right now will settle down, and everything will be okay. Like I said, I can't say it enough. We can't continue to drive ourselves into different directions. last night I was just having constructive, how do we say this? A constructive debate with one of my own friends, who at first we were seemingly not agreeing whatsoever, but after talking for a matter of minutes, 5-10 minutes, at the end of the conversation, it came down to it that we both were in the same frame of mind. And that's what we need to understand, is that a lot of the times, if we just sat here and vocalized ourselves, and an important thing about it is not only do you vocalize yourself, but you have to have the patience for hearing someone else out. It is only fair that if you are to vocalize your opinion, that you in turn respect that other person and hear them out. Because for all you know, they may be feeling the same type of way you are, just from a different vantage point. So be respectful of each other. Let's hear this out. Let's see where this goes. A lot of the panic is due to speculation, which is never good for anxiety or depression. We all know that. Let's hang in there. Let's hang in there together. Of course, as always, if you have questions, leave them down there in comments. Subscribe to my page. I'll certainly answer the questions on my videos if you leave them. And just keep the faith. Keep your heads high, and we'll all get through this together. Alright? So I'm going to go relax for a little bit, because like I said, my anxiety is a little on edge this morning. And hopefully I can recover, and maybe I'll post something up this evening. So everybody have a blessed day as always. Keep smiling, and keep your head up. Keep fighting.